Okay, we're marking here the top. It doesn't matter if this is the top or the bottom panel for Through the Woods. And I need to do a center crosshair. Before I do that, I just want to tell you a couple things. I have backed the fabric with Shape Flex, and it's ironed on and it's sealed. There you can't, there's no gap in there. That's how you want to seal your Shape Flex on. But another thing that I want to mention is in the directions this is going to say to cut this only 18 inches by the width of the fabric. I've added 3 inches on either side because I'm going to eliminate the poly mesh step. Because the reason I have you put poly mesh on is when you put a 12-inch hoop on there, if it was only the 18 inches, that you wouldn't have fabric where you need it when you need to go up. But because I've had you I've just cut the fabric longer. That way I don't have to do the poly mesh. I can just do it with fabric. So that was how I just, my preference. I didn't know that when I did the pattern, but this is what my preference for alleviating to the poly mesh step. But if you don't cut your fabric bigger, then you just need to follow the directions exactly like they are. Okay, so we are going to mark this fabric. So I'm going to fold this in half as best I can, and I'm just going to get a nice little dent right here in the bottom. And then I'm going to open it back up and fold it the opposite way. And I'm going to get a dent also going vertically. So now I have a vertical and a horizontal dent in my fabric. I can see it's right here. And then I'm going to take a square ruler, put it like this, and I'm going to put, the ones always go in the upper right corner when you're using it. And I'm just going to lay this right here so that I'm on my crease here and I'm on my crease here. So basically I have found the center of the fabric. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw, actually I'm going to set this on first. Here's how I need to do a crosshair, a center crosshair, the full width, which is going to be like 44, and the full height. So I'm going to put an additional ruler right here and just kiss them together. Then gently move it up. And what I'm looking for is, this is what I'm lining up. Line up your 1-inch marks. Because when you line up the 1-inch marks, your top will be even. I'm going to use my marking pen. I'm going to keep the same angle and make sure I don't move that. And there we go. And I've marked my vertical. Now don't move this big square ruler, and instead just gently pick up and move your little ruler. And you're going to, I'm going to see if I can set it right here because my camera stand is actually in the way. But normally, wait, do you have oh shoot, I moved my little guy. Didn't mean to do that. Do you have a little ruler by any chance, a shorter guy? Let's see. There we go, perfect. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reline this back up because I just kind of moved it. I didn't realize that camera stand was in the way. And I'm just gonna put this little ruler right here, also lining it up. If I can quit knocking it. That's why you want to be careful not to knock those babies. Oh well. Here we go. I'm going to put it right on there, lining up my inch marks right here. Beautiful. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw my vertical the whole way. Now what I have is a real true 90-degree mark, and that's what you're hoping to have. Now it's also going to tell you in your instructions for Through the Woods to make 8-inch marks on either side. So I'm just going to take my big ruler and center it in the fabric and put the 8-inch mark right on the line I drew. I'm also going to make sure I'm dead on the line that I drew on the horizontal, because you have to make sure you're square both directions. I'll draw one more line here, and then I'm just going to rotate that around and put the 8-inch mark one more time right in the center. Put the vertical right on that. You can't even see my other 8-inch mark because it's directly underneath it, so that I know I'm really lined up great. And there's my line. And that's all you need to mark for the top panel and the bottom panel for Through the Woods. A crosshair in the center, the full length and width, and one line on either side, 8 inches on either side, one vertical on either side, and this one's ready to go. Now I might also just write the word top up here so that I know this is going to be from my top border, and then the other one I do, I'll write bottom, so I'll know that one's for my bottom border. Alrighty, let's do it.